believe we live in a world where America has 15 titles to their name. I'm not having a good day. I'm not having a good day whatsoever, bro. The team I was hoping would win this game was Cruz Azul, and they ended up going through a very dramatic match where they just couldn't find the back of the net. And here I am once again dreading the image of America lifting another trophy to now separate themselves from Chivas in the overall trophy gap. And that's it, man. That is really it. America is a campeón once again, a bicampeón. I guess congratulations to them, but Cruz Azul ends up failing, bro. And it's America who ends up lifting the title.
All right, next topic, yeah?
Yeah, let's do it, bro. Let's move on, man. We got nothing to do here. I got nothing to do here, man. What am I supposed to do right now?
Congratulations to Club America winning their 15th title in the Estadio Azteca.
Wait, why are you like this?
Mexico's greatest club. All right?
Why are you like this? You're a León fan. Is this it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
No, I don't want to see the biggest team in Mexico lift another trophy. I really don't want to see that as a León fan. But more importantly, man, just the way that they won this game too, it kind of pisses me off. Mainly because actually America didn't do anything wrong here. If anything, it was Reyes with the activity that we talked about in that first leg. He brought that to this game, drew the penalty. It's a penalty. There's zero controversy in this match. My problem is Cruz Azul simply didn't want it, man. They didn't want it enough. And the reason why I say that is you got to finish your chances. And I understand you get one chance that can be tough to be that clinical in a final, but they had 3 really good opportunities. Actually, sorry, 4. In the first half, the 2 headers to Sepulveda. First one, I think that was a little bit difficult. The second one should have been more wide out of Malagon's reach. It was too central, in my opinion. I'm going to dock him a point there. But then Rivero in that first half, when the ball finds his way, he's wide open, 12 yards out, and he skies it to the 60th, I don't even know how high story in the Azteca, bro. Like, it was such a terrible, terrible shot. Those are 3 really good chances for Cruz Azul. Yeah. And then in the second half, when they just needed to tie it, and they were really putting a lot of pressure on America, the ball finds its way to Huescas, and he just didn't want it, man. It was the weakest shot. And Malagon gets there. He's had a really good game. He was focused. He should have made that save. But Huesca should have scored there, man. And it should have gone. It should have been 1-1. Cruz Azul played well in this match. And I think they won the first half based off of just the style of play that they were implementing in this match. But it was America who won it. And I'm blaming Cruz Azul here with a really, really poor finishing.
Yeah, all the discourse I'm seeing 10 minutes after the game just ended. Our DMs are flooded, as well as all the comments I'm seeing on Instagram. Partido robado. Partido robado is what I'm seeing all across social media. And so I want to address that, because let's go through it. The plays that are under dissection are, first off, the penalty call, which I do say, and this is coming from a Chivas fan, folks. Realize that, right? I'm like a Chivas fan. I hate America. Clear pen. I think it's a clear pen.
Clear pen,
I think there's a little bit of controversy, but upon review, I didn't think it was worth reviewing for 7 minutes, man. I thought there was contact, and I think it was similar to the Antuna penalty that he drew in the first match, where he just got that first touch, and the defender had a really bad intuition to slide there. Really dumb mistake from the defender. It's a penalty, bro. It's a penalty. So I really don't see any controversy there. Where there is controversy is on the goal that was taken back from Cruz Azul, where there was a combination of offside and foul called.
It's off.
Okay.
It's definitely offside. And then the second point of contention on that same play, Rivero does stick out one arm. You know, it's not a 2-arm shove. It's not a 2-arm shove, but he sticks out his left hand and he makes contact with the defender's back. So you do that, you're going to make it easy for the ref to call it a foul. So I just think Cruz Azul, even outside of those chances, had so many opportunities to get back into this game or to take the lead when it was 0-0. This is all on their offense, because defensively, I thought Salcedo, Piovi, and Wheeler Dita were way better than the first game. Because Quiñones, honestly, even though he was very, very active, couldn't really create anything. I thought Cruz Azul's backline was way more focused today, and then also their midfield. They had way more possession for large portions in this game, and it's why they were able to craft 3-4 golden opportunities. So this comes down to Cruz Azul's front line not being able to finish. And for America, honestly, Bicampeon, do not get me wrong. I'm not criticizing that, but I just think they got a little lucky here, honestly. Like, when you compare it to how good Atlas was when they won their Bicampeon, I don't think this America team is as good. And when León won their Bicampeon and they had incredible playoff runs, I don't think this America team is as good as that León team either. So I'm just saying, a weak Bicampeon for me, if I had to put it that way.
Yeah, it's crazy though, because Julián Quiñones has now been at the center of 2 Bicampeon title runs, which is kind of crazy given overall how poor he was in these 2 finals. I think he himself would look back on his performance and be like, damn, I could have played way better in both of these matches this past week. But still enough to get this team over the hump. And I just think, to go back to the Robo statements that are being made, the claims, I think ultimately when you're facing off against an America, when you're facing off against a River Plate, a Real Madrid, a Bayern Munich, you can never put yourselves in positions to where you can have one single call change the game. If you have the shot to change the score early on in the match, you have to capitalize, man. We've seen this so many times in our football watching careers. You have to take advantage. And Cruz Azul actually had those chances. If they had actually taken advantage of those opportunities, we wouldn't be here discussing this. So that's the only disappointing part, because those chances did exist for them, but it just didn't happen, man. The guys didn't want it ultimately. And America goes through 1-0, I agree, and what is overall an interesting season for them, where they weren't that truly dominant to how they were last year, but still good enough to win La Liga MX. So congratulations to America fans lifting the trophy in front of their fans at the Azteca. It is a great achievement. It's going to go down in their history.
It's incredible.
And ultimately, the biggest point, 15, bro.
Yeah,
15 trophies.
Man, that's a
paralleling
lot.
Madrid getting 15 in the Champions League next week, potentially. This is the biggest club in Mexico, bro. And it grinds my, I hate saying that, but it's becoming too true now, man. It really is, with the gap they're creating. 15 is a big ass number, and they got it today.
Yeah, and I do want to put some praise on Israel Reyes and Malagón's name, because I would say they're definite champions. Like, they played with that championship type of heart out there in both legs. I think if you're America, those are the players that won you this title against Cruz Azul, because everyone else I thought was just a little slow. You already said Quiñones was pretty poor. Sendejas was good. He was good in good moments, but I thought Valdés was not as creative as he usually is. Martin looked a little slow. Fidalgo was a little sloppy too, but I think it really is the defense that won America this title, which is very rare. It's when America win titles, it's because their offense is too overwhelming. But the first 20 minutes of this match, it was Cruz Azul with all of the ball. Ultimately, it comes down to those stops with Malagón, and Israel Reyes is perfect, just box to box, right back play.
I agree, man. I agree. And to jump on that, I mean, what a statement to make right before the Copa America.
Yeah.
I think Malagón now looks like the clear contender to be the starting goalkeeper for Mexico. I don't know about any other Mexican goalkeeper that is in as good a form right now with the performances he put, and not just this final, but this whole Liguilla. He was really, really solid for America. And then Reyes, I would say man of the match once again, the way he drew today's penalty. That's 3 straight matches in the 3 biggest games of the season for them here in Liga MX, where Israel Reyes has been the man of the match. That is incredible, and I love it. We have to find a way to get him in the backline in Mexico's defense. We have to. Even if Johan Vázquez and Cesar Montes want to start a center back, put him in one of those fullback positions, he has to find a way, because he really does have that championship mentality, that grit that is needed for the team, and he's getting better, bro. He's still at a really good age. I like what I'm seeing from him. And I'm happy that he was a big reason for why they were able to lift the trophy this time. As for Cruz Azul, I'm interested to see what they do moving forward, because I would argue that they overachieved this season in a really good way, in a positive way. Anselmi in his debut year with Cruz Azul, Faravelli having his first year in the Liga MX as well. And given what we saw from their defense, this whole Liguilla, it's an incredible achievement to have made it even this far and gotten this close to lifting the trophy. How do you feel about them going forward? What's next for Cruz Azul? Is there a chance that they can actually find themselves once again back in another Liga MX final next season? Or is this kind of the best it'll be for them?
I think if they keep Anselmi, they can be hopeful that they'll make another deep run in the Apertura. I say that because he brings such composure to this side. The way they played in the second leg, honestly, was a very impressive road performance at the end of the day. They didn't finish. That's the only thing they didn't do. They did everything else, I thought, perfectly. I was expecting America to come out guns blazing in the first 15, 20 minutes. But the way that Anselmi's Cruz Azul came out to play and possess the ball, they did not allow America to play the way that they would have wanted to. That's really good coaching and really good execution from the players. That's why they made it to this final, because the players completely believe in Anselmi's tactics. So if Anselmi stays, I think Cruz Azul will be just fine. I think going forward, all they really need to do is improve their depth, man. You look at the bench that was out there today for them. It's just a bunch of kids essentially, and like, you gotta have like at least another South American ready to come on, or just get another really good Mexican player. El Buffalo. But they have no depth, and I think it really showed, because who they brought on just didn't help them. Their starting 11 is fantastic. Rotondi could be the best wingback in the world if he was just more accurate with his crosses, man. He gets like 1 out of 10 right.
And Antuna could be the best winger in the world, bro, if he was for the same fucking thing, man. If he's smarter.
Same thing, bro. So there's so much potential just in the talent that they have. Faravelli had a really good game today, I thought, in midfield, just possessing the ball, making the right decisions. And again, I already highlighted that back three. Salcedo was a little old, but he had a better game today. But Piovi and Dita, I thought, were fantastic, man. So there's a lot of talent on this side. They just get more players to improve their depth. I just wonder if that's possible financially for them. I don't know.
Yeah, you know how it gets in Liga MX, but we'll have to see. Head up, Cruz Azul fans. You have to be nothing but proud of this team for making it this far. Honestly, they made this game really entertaining in the second leg, much more than I thought it would be. So congratulations to them for that achievement. But America is the champion. Celebrate in the comments, Americanistas. I know you're happy to see me like this. Celebrate and enjoy your moment, because this is not a good day.